Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This video is a inbox review of the British Fleet Air Arm Hellcat Mark II from Hobby Boss in 1/48 scale. Now, this is quite an old kit. I got this second hand, but I thought, why not have a look? So, getting straight on into it then. On this side of the box, you've got an outline of the side view of the aircraft. And up here it says Hellcat F Mark II JV128 ET1839 NASFAA. I'm not sure what that stands for. Obviously I know the first part, but all that must be the designation for it. And then here you've got a bit of history about the aircraft itself. Obviously originally it was part of the United States Navy. So yeah, you can pause that and have a read if you so wish. And then I'm not really going to get this into camera, but you've got a picture, same picture as on the front of the box, and then the name of the kit, and obviously Hobby Boss and the scale. And then the other side is a similar sort of thing to the other side, but in this time you've only got one. And then here it says this product is suitable for ages over 14 only, so 14 plus, obviously recycling, made in China. So that's right. And then the other side is exactly the same. So let's crack open the box and have a look. So on first opening the box, I have had a look at this just to make sure everything's here. He did say everything was here, and I do trust him because I go to him a lot of my kits. So actually I got the AFV Club Churchill from the same guy. So yeah, so I've put the instructions on top here just so we can go through this first. So we'll open this up. On page 1 you've got putting together the cockpit. So the control panels going in, the seats going in, all the control surfaces, so the controls, not control surfaces. Some really nice detail here, looks like. And then putting together the rear wheel for the landing gear. We've got putting together the engine. This is a radial engine design, which is really nice. That you can see all the detail of the engine and paint all that up. And then putting the missiles together. Rockets together, sorry, not missiles. And then landing gear, which is quite nice. And then putting together the first parts of the wing roots there, and then part of the undercarriage, and then putting the, I'm just going to close that up, putting the two fuselage halves together, actually putting the cockpit and the engine in, and the tail undercarriage. So that's quite simple there. And then canopy, which I wouldn't put on at this stage, but you can do. And then obviously putting on the undercarriage and the wing roots on. I'll just fold this up just to make it a bit easier. And then putting the rockets on the bottom of the wings and putting the two wing halves together. You do have a choice of this kit, I do believe. Yeah, you have a choice in this kit to have the wings folded or open, because obviously because it's not stored on an aircraft carrier, it makes it a hell of a lot easier to fold the wings, so you can store a hell of a lot more aircraft on the carrier. Quite a simple design, quite a versatile design, and quite a common design on all the American aircraft carriers, sort of fleet air arm aircraft. The Corsair does it. I can't name many others, but the Corsair I definitely know does it, which I do want to build one. But yeah, so nice detail in the instructions so far. And then obviously putting the wings on, and then the prop in. You can make the wings folded or open, so you have that choice. It says option, so you can choose what you do. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, so we'll get to that when we get to it. This is, as I said, the British version, so you don't get American decals with this. It's purely just RAF decals, I do believe. I'll go check afterwards. Then you've got the underwing fuel tanks, drop tanks going in, and the bomb load. So you've got that there, which is quite nice. I think that's about it. And then obviously you've got the sprue map here, so that's a good addition as well. And just looking from here, as you can see, yeah, there's no American decals on that at all. It says Royal Navy. So this is the colour call out sheet, which is really nice. I don't think I've ever actually had a separate colour call out sheet in a model before. This is my first Hobby Boss kit, so I'm not really used to that. Yeah, you've got all the colour call outs down here. These are called out in different colours, so that's really nice there as well. And then you've got the RAF colour call outs here as well, which will be the version I will be doing it in. So that's nice there as well. I thought that this was Australian when I first saw this because of the roundels. I might be wrong. It doesn't say on the sheet anywhere, so please do correct me if I'm wrong. But it does look Australian Air Force-esque, even though it does say Royal Navy, and all the usual Royal Air Force and Royal Navy markings. Please do correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. And then this came in the kit. This is just sort of more advertisement for Hobby Boss. You've got the German Panther Aus D Flakberg Panther. I probably slaughtered the pronunciation of that, but I'll try my best. So yeah, that's quite nicely added there. And then, as it says, new items. This was in 2012, so that shows how old this is. I thought this was a bit weird. This tracked armoured car, scout car. I thought that was a bit strange, but yeah, and they got the same kit here, which obviously says new variant, so that's quite nice. And then USS Kearsarge. Sorry to all you Americans out there. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Kearsarge, I think. I don't know. I've never heard of it. But yeah, that's quite nice. Now, getting straight on into the actual kit itself, I'm just going to show you like this because I don't particularly want to take it out of the packaging yet. But you can see it through it, so that'll be alright. As I said, RF roundels and markings all here. Please do tell me if they are Australian markings. I will feel like a bit of an idiot if I'm wrong, but do correct me. It might be just Fleet Air Arm markings or Royal Navy markings sort of thing. So that's quite nice. You've got all the details there, all the wording, as you can see. I'll just move the lamp. Yeah, it's all there, and it says obviously British Fleet Air Arm Hellcat, the scale and everything like that as well. So all the usual stuff. I did miss out the instrument panel, so that's quite nice there as well. So right, they're all in separate bags. Yeah, each sprue has a separate bag, apart from there's some clear parts in that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them up and we'll come back to you. Right, so all the bags have been opened. And looking at first glance, it looks really nice. So going on to the first sprue, you've got the landing gear. So the landing gear wheels in two halves there. But that does look quite nice. I'll remove. There you go. Yeah, that does look quite nice. It will be a bit of a pain to sand the join, but it could be worse. So you've got those landing gear wheels there, and then part of the landing gear strut, one of them there. And then that there, which is the arm for the landing gear, so that will go on the back there, and then the wheel will go on the bottom. And then part of the engine, it looks like. More parts of the engine there. Looks like a fuel tank to me. I might be wrong. in two halves, so that's quite nice. You've got the propeller, nice large propeller, well moulded, so that's really nicely done. And then the drop tanks as well, got two halves there. And then going on to the radial engine, really nice detail with the pistons there, and that will weather up nicely. So it's really nice. And obviously you've got the two halves of each bit there. And then for the other landing gear cover, I'm going to call them. I called it a strut, but yeah, sort of landing gear cover that will fold up into the bottom of the fuselage, of the wings, sorry. Yeah, and then you got the bombs, and the looks like the tails for the rockets, and then the rockets themselves, which there are 6 of these in this kit, and that's actually quite a nice touch. That looks to me like a rod for the slingshot on the carrier, which is really nice. So yeah, really nice so far. So that's the first sprue. Go on to the second sprue. These are the wing halves. Really nice panel lines on these. So I'm just trying to get a bit more light. Yeah, really nice panel lines on these. Nice and sharp. Some really nice detailing. Some nice sort of fabric texturing there. I do believe these are fabric. If I'm wrong, if they aren't fabric, I don't know why you'd be able to see the supports underneath, but I might be wrong, I might be right, I don't know. Yeah, that's really nice detail. You got the holes for the machine guns there. Obviously the spent casings would fall out the bottom, so you can do some really nice weathering effects on that. And then you've got the top half, which has got really nice detail again, and some really nice panel lines as well. So that's very nice. I won't show the others because they're exactly the same. But yeah. So going to the next sprue. These are the fuselage halves. Now you've got some interior detail there. I mean, it's not amazing, but you will be adding parts to that separately. You have got the ejector pin marks in there, ones that you can see from looking into the cockpit. You can just easily take out and fill, so that's not a problem. You've got some nice texturing and detail there, which is really nice. So just turning it over, you've got that on both halves inside the cockpit. This is what I saw from outside of the packet, and I thought, oh, that looks really nice. The really nice crisp panel lines and the foot holds here to get into the cockpit and onto the wing. Really nicely done. So you've got more detail here. There's a hole there. Not sure what that would be for. I'd have to have a look, but it's got some really nice sort of riveting detail around it. Again, really nice crisp panel lines and riveting detail. It's really nice. And then you've got part of the control panels here, so they're all nicely molded. Hardly any flash at the moment. There's a tiny bit on there, but you know, it's really nice. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, more of the controls. That looks like some sort of I think that's the head cushion there. That's the head cushion. Yeah, that's nice. And then the seat and part of the cockpit there. So that's all construction of the cockpit. And then going on to the next sprue. Oh, I do apologise. Going on to the next sprue. This is the last of the main sprues, and then we'll go into the clears. And I think you've got part of the control panel there, so I'll show you that last. Now this is the rear tail fins and the sort of undercarriage and the wing roots here. So let's have a look. So you've got some really nice texturing there, As I said, these might be fabric. It does look like it to me. So that's really nice texturing on that. And yet again on the control surfaces, on the rear, on the tail. That's nice. I'm just turning it over. On the underside, where the ring roots go on, you've got some really nice detail here. Rivets and panel lines really bristling with detail. I'm really happy with this so far. As I said, I've never built a Hobby Boss kit. Never even seen a Hobby Boss kit in person. Now looking at this, and depending on how it goes together, I'll probably be buying from them again. Well, buying one of their kits again, definitely. So far, the detail is amazing. Just depends on how it goes together. But yeah, it's really nice. So I'll put these back in the box and we'll have a look at the last part, which is actually, sorry, before we go on to that, this is the separate engine cover, nose cone, which is really nice. And that came in a separate bag. I love how they're putting it all the sprues in separate bags so nothing gets damaged or scratched. I think that's great, and I'm also going to go on to another part about that in a second with the clear parts. But yeah, it's really nicely detailed, really nicely molded, no flash, lovely. So I'll put that to one side because I don't want to get that scratched. Now going on to the first section for the, well, these, I don't think this is clear parts. It might be, I don't think it's clear parts under here. No, right, so this is to do with the cockpit and the control panels. I keep saying control surfaces. Right, so this is part of the exhaust, I do believe, so that goes on the back of the engine. It looks like exhaust to me. I think I've just put that over it to stop it from getting damaged and those breaking off, which is a really good idea. Love to see it, really nice. And then you've got the detailed control panel there, which is really nice. Once that's all painted and got the decals on, that will be really nice. And yeah, so that's good. I'll just put that back over so I don't damage it. Put that back in the bag in a second. And then going on to the clear parts, as I said, another positive is that they've wrapped the clear parts so they don't get scratched. Now that is a great idea. I mean, I haven't seen any other company do it other than Hobby Boss at the moment, and it's really good because you do not want your clear parts scratched, especially if it's a canopy. And wow, okay, that is very clear and shiny. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful, beautifully done, really nice. And I'm assuming that keeps the shine on it, having this cover over the part. I don't want to get my scummy thumbprints all over it. I do apologise about my hands, they're a bit dirty, but that's because I've been doing a bit of modelling. Bit of paint. Right, so this is the last one. More clear parts, and so far, well, I say so far, we're at the end pretty much now. I'm really happy with this. So I'll just remove this. Don't want to get fingerprints all over it. Right. Oh, wow. Yeah, really clear, really crisp. Lovely parts. You got the gun sight there, and more clear parts for the cockpit itself and the canopy. That's good. Really shiny, really nice finish on that. Sorry about that. But yeah, really nice. I'm so happy with this. For my first look at a Hobby Boss kit, couldn't be more pleased. So I'll put those back in the bags in a second, so I can move those over there. So yeah, first look at a Hobby Boss kit, really happy. You know, I wasn't expecting that level of detail. I mean, I haven't really looked into any other Hobby Boss kits before. I have heard really good stuff, about them. So, you know, it all comes together, and yeah, really nicely detailed. We just got to see how it goes together now. So yeah, this has been the Hobby Boss 1/48 scale British Fleet Air Arm Hellcat. Yeah, couldn't be happier with the detail, and just overall really good quality. Obviously I haven't built it yet, as I said, but I will let you know how it builds. As I said, it's quite an old kit, as you saw, 2012 roundabouts, I'm assuming. I don't know whether there's a date on the box. I can't see one for the actual mould. Yeah, 2012 it says. So that's probably when it was boxed. I don't know how old the mould is, but you know, I'm really happy with this. And you know, if you want a really highly detailed aircraft, well, Hellcat, British Fleet Air Arm Hellcat, look for this. It's really nice. Before I go, I'll just go on to this. I did miss this on the outside of the box. So length is 213.3 millimeters. Wingspan is 272 millimeters. So that just gives you a size of the complete kit. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Keep modelling. Have a good one. Bye bye.